Months had passed since Max's last adventure in the Land of Wonders. He often thought about his friends, the talking squirrel Sam and the gentle dragon. Every time he walked near the forest, he secretly hoped the magical door would appear again. One rainy afternoon, Max was sitting by his window, daydreaming, when he saw something unusual. A golden light flickered in the trees at the edge of the forest. His heart skipped a beat. Could it be? Without wasting a second, Max put on his raincoat and ran outside. He dashed through the muddy path, his feet splashing in puddles, until he reached the spot where he had seen the light. And there it was, the secret door. Excited, Max opened the door and stepped inside. Once again, the golden light surrounded him, and when it faded, he found himself back in the Land of Wonders. The sky was still purple, and the trees still had candy branches, but something was different. The air felt tense, and the usually happy animals looked worried. Suddenly, Sam the squirrel came running towards Max. "Max, you're back, thank goodness." "What's going on, Sam? Why is everyone so upset?" Max asked. "It's the treasure," Sam said, breathlessly. "The great crystal of light, the treasure that keeps our land glowing, has gone missing. Without it, everything will turn dark, and the magic will disappear." Max frowned. "The great crystal of light? I've never heard of it." Sam nodded. "It's hidden deep within the mountains, guarded by powerful spells. Only the purest hearts can find it. But now, it's gone, and we fear it might be lost forever." Just then, Max heard a familiar voice. "Max!" It was the dragon flying down from the clouds. He landed next to Max with a loud thud, shaking the ground. "Dragon, it's so good to see you," Max said. "What do we do about the crystal?" The dragon's face was serious. "We need to find it, and quickly. The land is already starting to lose its magic. If the crystal isn't returned soon, everything could fade away, including our friendship." Max couldn't let that happen. "I'll help you find it," he said bravely. "Where do we start?" The dragon nodded and lowered his wing. "Hop on, Max. I'll take us to the mountains." Max climbed onto the dragon's back, and together with Sam, they soared high above the Land of Wonders. From the sky, Max could see that some of the trees had already lost their colorful candy branches, and the rivers of chocolate were starting to dry up. They had to hurry. As they flew, Sam explained, "Legend says the crystal was created by the first creatures of this land. It's hidden in the Cave of Whispers, but only someone who truly believes in the magic of friendship can find it." After a long flight, they finally reached the mountains. The entrance to the Cave of Whispers was dark and cold, and a strange wind howled from within. Max took a deep breath. "I believe in our friendship," he said, his voice steady. "Let's find that crystal." With Sam guiding the way and the dragon lighting the path with his fiery breath, they ventured deep into the cave. The further they went, the louder the whispers became. The cave seemed to be alive, whispering secrets and warnings. Suddenly, they reached a fork in the path. One tunnel led to the left, while the other went to the right. Both looked equally dangerous. "Which way do we go?" Max asked. The whispers grew louder. "Choose wisely," they seemed to say. Max closed his eyes and thought hard. He remembered what Sam had said earlier. Only someone who truly believed in friendship could find the crystal. "I think it's this way," Max said, pointing to the right tunnel. Sam and the dragon followed him, trusting his instincts. As they walked, the whispers began to fade, and a soft light appeared at the end of the tunnel. They hurried towards the light and found themselves in a small chamber. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, and on it rested the great crystal of light. It was glowing brightly, casting beautiful rainbows across the cave walls. "We found it!" Sam squeaked with joy. Max smiled, but just as he reached for the crystal, a shadowy figure appeared. It was a dark creature with glowing red eyes. "You cannot take the crystal," the creature hissed. "It belongs to the shadows now." Max didn't back down. "No, this crystal belongs to the land of wonders and to all its creatures. I believe in the magic of friendship, and nothing can break that." With those words, the crystal glowed even brighter, and the shadowy figure began to shrink, disappearing into the darkness. The cave filled with light, and Max picked up the crystal. It was warm and full of magic. "Let's get this back where it belongs," Max said. They rushed back to the entrance of the cave, and with the dragon's help, they flew the crystal back to the heart of the land of wonders. When they returned the crystal to its rightful place, the land began to glow again. It flowed with chocolate, and all the creatures cheered. Max, Sam, and the dragon stood together, their friendship stronger than ever. "Thank you, Max," the dragon said. "You saved our land." Max smiled. "It wasn't just me, it was all of us, together." And so, the land of wonders remained a place of magic and joy, all thanks to the power of friendship and a boy named Max, who never stopped believing in the magic of his friends. Moral of the story: true friendship is the greatest treasure of all, and when we believe in each other, we can overcome any challenge.